Welcome to Life's a Trip and I Forgot the Map, the podcast that embraces the messy, magical ride of figuring life out. I'm Misty, your host, your fellow wanderer, and here we trade perfection for permission to grow, stumble, laugh, and start over. So grab your emotional snacks, be sure to buckle up, we're in for a ride. Let's hit the road. Dear Journal, I've been sitting with a few questions a lot lately. How do we find our own path? How do we know what's actually true for us and not what we're told to want or what we're conditioned to be, but who we really are underneath all of that? Because the truth is, no one gives us a map, and most of the how-tos we're handed are really just instructions on how to shrink ourselves so we fit more comfortably into someone else's world. And something I appreciate about Bashar's teachings, whether I take them spiritually, symbolically, or just as framework, is that he simplifies this down into something very practical, almost like a toolkit. Not rules, not commandments, just guidance. He talks about 5 things. First, act on what excites you the most, not what you think you'll make money the fastest. Not what will impress people, but the thing that pulls at you, the thing that won't let you go. And when I really sit with that, I realize I've been doing that for years, even when I didn't trust it, even when I doubted it, writing it, creating it, speaking it, exploring meaning, coming back to the same themes again and again. That's not accidental. The second thing is to take that excitement as far as you can until you can take it no further. This part confused me. I thought it meant finishing everything perfectly or forcing things to happen. But now I see it differently. Sometimes, as far as you can, just means until it naturally changes shape. A book becomes a podcast. A journal becomes a conversation. An idea becomes a season, and then rests. Stopping doesn't mean I failed. Sometimes stopping means I listened. The third part is acting without insisting on the outcome. And this one is hard, especially if you've spent your life needing security or certainty. But I'm learning the difference between wanting and clutching. I can want things, I can dream, but I don't have to choke the life out of the process by demanding it look a certain way. The fourth piece is staying in a positive state no matter what happens. And I want to be very clear about this. That does not mean pretending everything is fine. It means I don't abandon myself when things feel hard. I don't decide that one setback means I'm broken or behind or doing life wrong. I stay curious, I stay open, I come back to myself. And the last part is examining my beliefs, especially the fear-based ones, and letting go of what no longer fits. Beliefs like, I'm too late, I should be further along, I'm not doing enough, I don't matter if no one sees this. I don't automatically believe those thoughts anymore. I question them. And that alone is a form of freedom. One of the things Bashar says is that our physical bodies translate messages from our higher mind as excitement, passion, creativity, love. And action, not words, not thoughts, is the language of this physical reality. When I look at my life honestly, at my actions, not my doubts, I see that I've been responding to the signal all along. So I guess the real question I've been asking myself isn't, am I on my path? It's, can I trust the path I'm already on? And now the answer feels like yes. Not because I have it all figured out, but because I'm still here, still creating, still listening. And maybe that's what the path actually looks like. Thank you for having this conversation with me. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for staying curious. Thank you for continuing to create. And thank you for still being here. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Life's a Trip. If you're figuring it out as you go, same here. Hit follow, leave a review if you're feeling generous. And remember, you don't need the whole map. You just need the next step.